Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with what I hope is going to be a really important video for my channel. This might seem a little random, but I think if you guys have followed me for any amount of time, you will know why this is such an important message, and I really hope that this video gets viewed by the right people. So we are going to talk about the one thing. If you guys ever spend a penny on anything that I mention or show on my channel, please allow it to be this. But we're going to talk all about it, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so tonight we're here to talk about dog safety and peace of mind when it comes to owning a dog. As a lot of y'all might know, we have a dog. His name is Axel, and y'all have seen him at the end of pretty much every single video on my channel for about 3 years now. And he is the love of my life. He is the center of the universe in my eyes, and nothing is more important than his safety. And for the longest time, I thought, we're an Apple family. So as far as keeping him safe and secure, let's get an Apple AirTag. But the problem is that Apple AirTags are not really designed for dogs, and the reason is because AirTags use iPhones to track, like that's their tracking system. And as y'all can imagine, if you have an AirTag on your dog's collar, and if they're not near an iPhone, then you would not be able to track them. So I want to talk to you guys about the Fi dog collar. No, this is not sponsored. They did not send me their product. They don't know that I'm making this video. I just so happen to be a really worrisome dog mom, and I did so much research in terms of how can I put my money into a product that's actually going to work. God forbid if we ever had to put it to work for us. And I landed on the Fi dog collar. Now, Axel's is right here. He has the Series 3 right now, and we just got like the plain Jane collar, gray collar. It's reversible. He uses a harness, so I don't even attach his leash to this when he goes for a walk. Let me put that down because it's probably distracting. He uses his Fi dog collar on walks. Obviously, anytime we are outside of these four walls, if he's in the backyard, he has his collar on 90% of the time. I should be at 100%, but typically if he's in the backyard, I'm out there with him or somebody is out there with him. So, but if he's on a walk, if we're going out to run errands, if he's going to the vet, or we're going to a park or for a walk outside of our area, he's wearing his Fi dog collar and his harness, which I still use the standard, name and phone number dog tag, but the Fi is my peace of mind, God forbid. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Fi, so I just went onto their website, and it just so happens, I swear I didn't plan it this way, but for this weekend, they are having $20 off with the code CD20, CD20. So of course, I will have everything listed down below. Some of y'all are like, we already have Fi and you're not breaking news to anyone, but some people might not know about this. So I want to go over some of the stats that they share on their website, and it says 1 in 3 dogs will get lost in their lifetime. 7 million dogs go missing every year. Fi alerts you as soon as your dog escapes and helps you track them to recovery. You can travel in peace. Keep an eye on your dog when you're on a trip, whether they are with family or at a boarding facility. You can make sure that they are safe and active, because it also acts as like a health monitoring app, which I'll get into in a second. With dog walkers or doggy daycare, if you utilize either of those services, Fi notifies you when your dog gets picked up and brought back. You can invite your dog walker to Fi and keep an eye on your dog when they're being walked by their walker. And then here, I was just talking about Apple AirTags, and it says this is not an AirTag, it's a different breed. AirTags use the proximity of iPhones to track objects. If your dog is not within 200 feet from an iPhone, the AirTag system won't be able to find them. AirTags don't have GPS or LTE to function independently. Without an iPhone around, they can't locate anything. So obviously, AirTags are fine for a wallet or, a piece of luggage, an inanimate object, basically. But I would not put an AirTag. I know some people put AirTags on their kids, like they'll hide them in the jacket and stuff. I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust a living object with an AirTag. That's where I'll put it for now. The way the Fi Collar works is you charge it, and I make a habit of charging it usually like once every 10 to 12 days just to be on the safe side, but a full charge can last up to 3 months. Like I said, I usually do it about every week to week and a half just to be on the safe side, just to make sure it's on a full charge consistently. And I will show you guys an image of the charging base, but it's basically just a magnetic base that you throw the collar on, or the actual Fi tag on, and it charges really quickly. I think the longest that I've ever had to charge it was maybe like 45 minutes to an hour. But like I said, I also have gotten in the habit of making sure that Axel's is on a really high level of the battery. So the Series 3 has live tracking. So let's just say that, God forbid, and some of y'all watching this might have had a dog that has escaped, and you guys know that it's like every second, every minute it feels like an eternity. And basically what the Series 3 does is, through your app in your phone, you are able to track them. It's live tracking. So you can tell where they are right now. And if they go 100 feet to the right, then it will update in the app minute by minute. And the technology behind Fi is just one of a kind. And I'll be really honest, the reason that this video is being made right now, I meant to make it a couple weeks ago, but today when I was out, I saw a sign for a lost dog. And, I think that most of us come across those, unfortunately, whether it's at your pet supply store in your neighborhood or at a local community center. We've all come across the lost dog signs, and I think as a dog owner or as just like a pet lover, you automatically sympathize with somebody who has lost their pet, because it's just the worst case scenario to have your pet be lost. It sucks, and it's heartbreaking, and it's treacherous when these pets don't find their way home. So the live tracking is obviously something that Fi has in its corner. Aside from the nightmare scenarios that we never want to think that we might have to deal with, it also, like I said earlier, is a health monitoring app. Or it's a health monitor. It will tell you how many steps your dog is taking. You can look at like the week overview. How long did my dog walk this week versus last week? Were they a little slower this week? Is there a certain goal that you want them to meet? Are they on veterinary? Are they on a veterinarian's orders to get a certain amount of exercise every week? This also allows you to keep track of that. The one thing that I will say is the Fi, part of their marketing, and it says right here, Fi monitors your dog while resting and at night. Sleep patterns can reveal emerging health issues, and Fi makes sure you don't miss anything. I will not leave a collar on Axel if he is home alone. If he is here with no humans, I will not leave a collar on him because I personally have just heard of far too many stories of dogs or cats, but I've heard more stories with dogs getting caught up with their collar on something really random and there's a fatal accident at home. So me personally, I will not put a collar on him if he's unsupervised and he doesn't sleep with his collar on. But aside from that, I think that they have it nailed down. I think it's absolutely amazing. As far as cost goes, let's go over this together because like I said, Axel has had his Series 3 for a little while, and I don't remember the costs off the top of my head. But essentially, so we'll go through their website. I picked the gray, and I'm pretty sure I got the either the large or the extra large. I don't remember. And he goes on the 6-month plan because that way you can save a little bit depending on your financial position and all of that. I'm not suggesting one over the other because I think that if you have it, you're doing amazing. So whatever suits you and your personal needs, you can do it monthly, by 6 months, annually, or you can even do it every 2 years. And if you do it every 2 years, then it's saves you about 40%. So what's included in your membership? You get your Series 3 kit, which is the actual Fi device plus your collar, unlimited AT&T LTE-M connectivity, Fi Series 3 extended warranty, which is an unlimited warranty, replacements on active memberships, unlimited software upgrades. Series 3 keeps getting better, and I can attest to that because I've gotten several updates since Axel has had the Fi. They also have live chat customer service available 7 days a week. And now it looks like they have Support Plus, which is phone support and prioritize support for 1-year members and up. So the total cost, depending on the kind of breakdown that you do, right now it has me at the Fi Series 3 and the collar is $102. Their one-time activation fee is $20. And then with that code that I mentioned, that I'll put it on the screen in case you guys want to do this, will also save you some money. So before the discount, I'm at $122. But let me tell you guys something, like the peace of mind that this little gadget has offered me as a dog owner. And I know some people are going to be like, she's totally sponsored, she's getting something out of this. I'm just a really passionate dog mom, and my worst nightmare is to have something happen and I'm not able to find my dog. It's just my worst case scenario, and I think that a lot of y'all will be able to relate to that and understand that it's just unimaginable for me. But nevertheless, that's kind of the rundown with the Fi Series 3. I know that there are a lot of, I've seen quite a few ads on TikTok, and I've seen some other people like on Instagram do brand deals with Fi, and so you guys might have seen that. Again, this is not sponsored. They don't know me. They don't care to know me, which is totally fine. But if there, like I said, if there is one thing that I can tell you guys, peace of mind, worth every penny, just the best way that I have spent my money in terms of being dog mom, aside from dog insurance, but I think with the health stuff also comes the second, thing that circulates is like, okay, what if they get sick and what if they get lost? Like for me, like those two are just constantly battling in my head. So, and hey, like even if you guys are even if you're a dog owner who has a fully fenced in backyard and you think everything is totally secure and your dog is not an escape artist and they don't try to climb fences and they don't try to sneak out gates, trust me, you never know. I have had friends in my real life, I remember it was the first year that we got Axel, and I hate even thinking about this, but one of our really close friends had a beautiful male pit bull, and this dog was around 11 years old, and just, it was his soul dog. And unfortunately, the dog got lost and never found his way home. I don't know. I don't, I never, I can never express the emotions that I have around people who that is part of their story. And if having this collar on your dog when they're hanging out in the backyard, or they're out with you on a car ride, or they're at a new place where you're going for a walk and going to explore, they can be leashed and they can be in a fully fenced in backyard, and you can keep your eye on them, and they don't, do the things that some of these other dogs do that might escape out of the backyard. But trust me, you never know. It could take one time of someone mistakenly leaving the gate open, or something weird happening, or something getting your dog's attention to actually make them want to get out of the fence. And that's the first time, and you've had the dog for 9 years, they had never done that before. Trust me, I've heard all kinds of different scenarios. Before this video is just 30 minutes of me ranting and raving, I hope that you guys will consider checking them out. And if you've been really confused about AirTag and all of these different GPS collars, trust me, I've done the research, I've done the homework, and Fi is the company that is actually going to allow you to do second by second GPS live tracking. And God forbid, like, your dog could be way out yonder in the middle of the woods, and as long as you have your phone, that Fi has battery on it, and you are able to, have, as long as you have service on your phone, is what I'm trying to say, then you will be able to utilize a GPS tracking, and it's updates every few seconds. And hopefully with a company like Fi, we will have less lost dogs that are never returned home. I surely hope so. Being microchipped and all that is amazing, but a microchip is not going to give you real-time GPS tracking if your dog is out there lost. Like I said, I really want this video to get to the right people, so I'm not gonna clickbait the title, but I might title the video something a little more intriguing so that people will click on it, because this is, like I said, one of the most important videos that I will ever publish on my channel, at least in my eyes. So I hope that everybody watches it. And if you have friends in your life who are pet parents, then share this video with them. Ask them, do they know about Fi? And hopefully if y'all don't know about them and you're in a position, then you can invest in peace of mind for not only you, but also your dog. Like, nobody's dog wants to be out there roaming around, lost, have no clue, where their parents are. They don't know where they are. And then God forbid, if we're going into the winter months when it's cold and raining and snowing, and nobody wants to deal with that. And I think that Fi can help those numbers go down. So that's my TED Talk for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.